What I like most about Evil West is that it's just a classic video game with no microtransactions. Talking of, aren't you also tired of video games shoving down your throat things they want you to buy, like loot boxes, V-Bucks, skins, experience boosts, and all kinds of other evil money draining things? So you spend so much money that you can't afford rent, then you can't afford petrol, which means you can't get to work, and then you lose your job, and then your wife leaves you, and then you try and make some money back, and so you try gambling, but then you lose every last scrap that you had left, and now you're on the side of the road begging for money.
Boy, that escalated quickly. I mean, that really got out of hand fast.
It jumped up a notch.
It did, didn't it?
Yeah, sometimes you just want a game with a one-off payment and you get to enjoy all it has to offer. So yeah, that is Evil West for you, and this is my review.
Let's do the bad thing.
Ooh, you didn't see that coming.
What's up guys, welcome to That Freaking Geek. Today I have a review for you, Evil West. Thanks so much to Gamefinity for providing me a code which allowed me to play the game. And so yeah, so let's get into it. So I'll be breaking into my review up to 3 parts. The story, gameplay, and game world. Starting off with the story. In this alternate 18th century America, the people had more to worry about than just the bad weather for their farms. Nope, they also had to deal with pure evil from hell, monsters who would rampage and kill everyone. That's where our character comes in, Jesse. He's an agent from a secret institution designed to take out this evil that is becoming a bigger problem now. It's a simple enough story with basic writing, but it's definitely the weakest thing about this whole game. I wouldn't call any of it bad, so to speak, it's just really boring, and so you never feel invigorated to keep playing to see what happens next. But the game knows this. It knows it's a brainless gore fest, but still, I would have liked for it to at least try rather than accept its mediocrity. But it knows you're here for the monster killing, and so let's talk about that. The gameplay in Evil West is by far the best thing about this game. It's a lot of fun. Punching, shooting, and electrocuting is stimulating stuff, and the game doesn't hold back on how crazy it can get. Your simple moves become more powerful the more you level up, and with an upgrade system that is full of new moves to unlock, you'll never find yourself bored when playing this game. Enemy variety is borderline okay. It's not bad, the designs are okay I guess, but more effort could have been put into making them more interesting. Controlling your cowboy is a bit stiff, and the combat isn't as fluid as it could have been, with finisher animations sometimes looking cheap, but hey, it's fun, that's the most important thing. However, maneuvering around this game is janky as hell, feeling very video gamesy in its repetitive nature, and it just feels like an uninspired filler during missions. Talking of the missions, let's talk about the game world. The game is split up into 16 missions, with you occasionally stopping off at your HQ, which is just used to run to the next bit of dialogue. It's such a pointless world hub that anything you do there could have just been put into a menu. When you go out for your missions, they're all paced very much all the same, and they're linear in nature, and I'm okay with linear level designs, but damn, these were bland and every mission was predictable, never really coming up with new ways to make each of the mission feel unique. Look and Feel, on the other hand, did a good job at making these missions feel different, from spider-infested swamps to snowy, lightning-filled mountain peaks. Art design saves this game a lot because technically speaking, the game has outdated graphics, so I never felt the need to want to take pictures, but the scenery was pleasant enough thanks to how they crafted their visuals. Before I wrap up, I just wanted to point out the terrible audio, not necessarily its audio design, but rather the way it was mixed. From audio coming from the wrong direction sometimes to voices that sounded like it was recorded off a cell phone microphone. Like other things in this game, it just felt cheap. And if I were to sum up this game into one word, I use that word, cheap. The whole game feels cheap and unimaginative, ordinary if you will. The combat is entertaining and layered enough to keep you wanting to play, and it's not the worst game to look at. I'll take an ordinary game with great combat over those other games that are filled with microtransactions any day. So this is a win. It may not be extraordinary, and it is a bit cheap, but the game is actually priced accordingly at 850 Rand over at Kudu. But that's it from me. I hope you enjoyed it. If you do, maybe please leave a like, subscribe, See you on the next one, guys. Cheers.